ghosts and ghouls with greenish skin. So close your eyes and you will find that you've arrived in Frightenstein.
Excuse me. Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here. And as you can see, I'm finally using the stuff I got from Universal. My new persona, as it were. Anyway, today we are looking at the hilarious House of Frightenstein, which was a children's show, sort of a monster-oriented version of Laugh-In, if you remember, if you've ever seen episodes of that show. But it was aimed strictly at kids, and it was all about monsters. And I credit this show, when I used to watch it in syndication as a kid, because it came from Canada, that for my love of monster movies. Now, the star was Billy Van. And he was a popular comedic actor. Appeared in a lot of variety shows. He was on the Wayne and Schuster Hour, who were a popular Canadian comedy duo, and had a long-running show. He also appeared on the Ray Stevens Show. Had appearances on Sonny and Cher. Did voice work on a children's educational show called Eureka, and was a regular on John Byner's sketch comedy show Bizarre, which I remember seeing on, I believe it was Showtime. I think it was Showtime. It might have been a different channel, but it's one of those channels because there was a lot of raunchy humor and nudity in the film. He was also on the superhero show My Secret Identity. He had an appearance on the Canadian legal drama Street Legal. Made several appearances on Law and Order, and his final credit was the Robin Williams thriller The Night Listener, and he played most of the characters on this show. He played Count Frightenstein. He also played a librarian, Griselda the Witch Cook, the Wolfman, DJ, Swami, and several others. Igor was played by Fishka Reyes, who unfortunately died a few years after this show. And his only other credit of note was appearance in Cannibal Girls. There was also scientist Julius Sumner Miller, who, if you ever watched the Mickey Mouse Club, the original, when it was in syndication, you may have seen him doing some experiments. And playing the little Count was Guy Bigg. He was a little person, and he appeared in the film's Performance, Ugly Little Boy, Find the Lady, and the TV show King of Kensington. But of course the big name here was Vincent Price, who did all of the introductions to all the different characters and the show, and filmed all of his bits in like 4 days. And this was had a large number of episodes in this show. But we, of course, open after the great introduction. We open with Count, who we learn cannot return to Transylvania because his monster, Bruce, doesn't work. So one of the running gags of the show is his attempts to get Bruce to come alive. And, of course, we first have to open the show by lowering the flag and singing the Transylvanian national anthem.
Now, master, pick up the tempo. Gor, Transylvania, the werewolves of bets will always maim, yeah.
And then they have to do their pledge.
Pledge by the side of the three-toed sloth, that I will do my best to do my duty, to always obey the laws of the werewolf pack, and to never rest until Bruce lives once more and takes his place, his rightful place in the annals of distinguished monsters.
And yes, that is a Frankenstein monster on the slab. That's Bruce. Probably my first introduction to what Frankenstein looked like. Oh, and if you're wondering, why is Igor wrapped in garden hose? Perfectly reasonable explanation.
Outside standing on the lawn, and you said I should always try and make myself useful. So I was practicing to be a water sprinkler. Say good night, Igor. Good night, Igor.
That's the kind of humor we get. Perfect for a kid, right? Anyways, next we have show had a lot of cutaways. And we have a cutaway from the Swami.
It is written that he who seeks the third eye of truth only finds the half-truth in the teachings of the sacred cow.
Well, now that we've got that bit of wisdom, it's time to hear Vinny introduce the next guest.
The professor called the other day, excited as can be. He had a new experiment he wanted to show me. He said it dealt with physics and the laws of energy. He then put on some boxing gloves and said, "I'm A, you're B."
The professor. He is going to show examples of compression and condensation with heat and a cardboard tube.
Listen. Whoop, no hurry. In fact, I'm going to have trouble.
That was pretty cool. And something easy for kids to understand. Well, after that, we get Igor giving us some of his famous impressions.
Here's Jimmy Stewart. Well, kid, you'd better form the wagons into a circle. And now, here is Kirk Douglas. Well, kid, you'd better form the wagons into a circle. And now, my most difficult impression, Zsa Zsa Gabor. Well, kid, I was married 37 times, and you'd better form the wagons into a circle.
Pretty good joke, I guess. After that, we get like two bumpers, one into the commercial and one out of the commercial, and you get to see another of the couple of characters they have.
And now, for the most frightening part of our show.
Bombastic. Wow.
Now it's time for Vinny to introduce Griselda.
Griselda tried French cooking, which was not the thing to do. Griselda doesn't know her bouillabaisse from bœuf ragout.
She's a bad cook. Wonder what she's going to make today.
Now, we've got a wonderful thing for you today. What we're going to make today is called Pine Tree Pete, Poverty Pequacus, Quan Pilfered, Parted, Powered, People Power Powder Porridge.
Oh. What goes into that?
To take this little mixer here. Then we're going to take some of our tomatoes, put them in here. Then we will crush them. Good. Then we therefore Oh, what's this? Oh, okie and okie oil. Well, it's okie with me. Too much pickled bat feet. Too much. Love it, love it. Whoop, there we go. Next with you. Oh, sometimes I think I'm going batty. So we need something very involved to mix with it. In this case, Charlie's chicken soup.
Oh, that can't be good. Well, let's see how it tastes.
Cauldron, cauldron, toil and trouble. Cauldron, boil and cauldron, trouble. Tasty time.
Well, about what I thought. Well, time to head back to the lab where we get some phone gags.
Well, that's a very nice charity. You notice how I impersonate you. He always likes to be impersonated. But I already gave at the office. Goodbye. Yes, I remember. Don't worry, I know it is important. Of course. Goodbye.
Who was that, master?
Why, it was... That's very strange. I forget.
Okay. Oh, and if you like literal jokes.
Drop everything.
But, master...
I said drop everything.
Like I said, literal humor. Anyways, after the commercial, the Count has decided that since he's been trying to revive Bruce with love, he'll instead do it with anger.
All right, Brucey. I'm going to get mad at you. Get ready, big fella, because here it comes. Try to hurt the Count, huh? Get ready.
Well, since that didn't work, they refer to his great-grandfather's diary.
Shipped here with me in my coffin a minute quantity of Transylvanite, an extremely rare and valuable element which to my knowledge is of absolutely no use at all to anybody.
But that doesn't help me,
I'm
Igor.
not finished yet.
Oh, well then continue and let me hear the other pearls of wisdom that my grandfather wrote.
He then wrote, I think I am going bonkers.
Yep, that didn't help either. Only one thing left to do.
He never gives me a break.
Kind of obvious when you think of that one. Oh, now comes one of my favorite recurring bits from when I was a kid. And now we cut back to Vinny, who gives us an introduction to Dr. Pet Vet.
Dr. Petvet got a call to come down to the farm and help repair a turkey with a nasty broken arm. What said Petvet? Are you sure? And I'm not disagreeing. The farmer said, oh yes, I'm sure. My turkey went out skiing.
What interesting animal has Dr. Petvet brought to show to Igor?
Well, it's a turtle, but it's a mata-mata turtle or a side-necked turtle.
Because his neck's on the side.
That's right. He's got a real long neck here, this fella.
This is another part of the educational part of the show where we learn all about the side-necked turtle. And then afterwards, Igor goes to ask a three-toed sloth if he can keep the turtle.
Side-necked turtle from South America. All right, that takes care of that.
Well, I must say, he doesn't welcome our friends from South America, does he?
Yeah, that three-toed sloth's a meanie. He never lets Igor keep anything. Well, now it's time for one of the Count's great inventions. His own version of a self-playing organ.
And here we go. That's my kind of music.
Another failure. Although Igor looks on the bright side of things.
What am I going to do with my invention? Well, Master, when you play me a song and I like it, I can always give you a hand.
I mean, he's trying to help at least. Now it's time for an introduction to the Oracle.
The Oracle was hopping mad because his crystal ball had broken into halves when it was damaged in a fall. He mended it as best he could with scotch tape, string, and glue, but it wasn't working perfectly, and some things weren't coming through.
First up, the Oracle is going to try and hypnotize us out in the TV land.
You're getting drowsy. You want to sleep. Close your eyes. Concentrate on my voice. Sleepy, you're sleeping. Now you're sleeping. Everybody up!
Didn't quite work out. Let's see what the astrological horoscope character is for the day.
Oh, which sign, whose life will fortune twist? Yes, Cancer. It is Cancer today. Yes.
That's my sign. What do I have to look forward to?
Today, Cancer, I can see an attractive Pisces in your immediate future. I hope you do too. Whoopee. Open your heart to love and romance. Oh, you've only to lose your inhibitions. That's all you have to do.
I'm already married. Well, the Count is very happy because he can at last complete his stamp collection with his latest shipment of stamps.
Oh, nice and cool.
Oh, look at them.
Master, would you like a little fresh air there?
I don't want any fresh air now. Why would I want fresh air when
Good old Igor. Well, now we come to my favorite character.
I am the Wolf Man.
It's the Wolf Man. And can you guess what his occupation is in the castle?
I am the Wolf Man with another golden turkey. Woo! Happening all the time, and we're digging it. So let's get the chime time. Ooh.
He's a DJ. Wolfman Jack. Get it? Anyways, he gets a request for Joy to the World, in which he and Igor will then dance in, well, that thing you saw at the beginning when he was introduced. Anyways, since that's a copyrighted song, I'll just give you a little still picture taste of what that's like. And we end with one last skit. This time the Count has an invention that actually works. A pen with invisible ink that can write on just about any surface.
All right. And pass the bottle. Lid off, and here we go. Realize it will even ride on water.
On water?
And now, it rides on air.
Air?
That's the show. Take us out, Vinny.
The castle lights are growing dim. There's no one left but me and him. When next we meet in Frankenstone, don't come alone.
Thanks, Vinny. Good to know. And that was the, I believe, first episode of Hilarious House of Frightenstein. Pretty good kids show for real young kids, because as you can see from a lot of the humor, very corny, very silly. And there was a lot of quick cuts, which was, you know, because kids have short attention spans, and because of laugh-in and hee-haw, where they would do a lot of that. And yeah, a very fun show, very gentle show, educational, silly, with monsters that don't frighten but make you laugh. A lot of good bits of silly juvenile humor that something that parents wouldn't be upset about if their kid watched. And I used to run home every day after school to see this. I'm not sure, it was grade school, so I don't know, or what you call elementary school. Probably first or second grade, maybe. And I loved the show. Just loved it as a kid. But unfortunately, it did not continue in syndication after the early 70s. But it lived on in the memory of those who saw it, like me and others who were very little back in the early 70s and caught it. And yeah, it's a nice show. Kind of like once you've grown past New Zoo Review and Sesame Street, you kind of morph into this and the Electric Company for entertainment and education. And as I said, this I think probably led to my lifelong love of monsters. And as always, Billy played most of the characters. You see there, except for like the superhero and a few others. There were a couple that didn't show here. There was a jungle explorer and a librarian that he also played, but not everybody always appeared every episode. Wolfman usually did. Griselda, I think, usually did. And of course the Count and Igor, they always appeared. But I think Griselda and the librarian switched off and on, and same with Dr. Petvet and the Jungle Explorer. Anyways, a very good show. It brings back a lot of nostalgia for me, and I think it's just it's sweet. And we could use some kind of humor like that again for little kids. Although I don't watch much little kid entertainment like any, but for this, it's great. And if you get a chance to catch it, you really should. It's just a fun experience and something you can even watch with your kids. Well, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay after the final credits for my favorite scene.